6x6 paper pad kit for the She's Crafty 6x6 paper pad classes. So basically I have this wood grain in here by Bo Bunny. It's Garden Party. I got this back a couple years ago at Tuesday Morning, pack of 25. And then I have these two papers that are left over for next week, which I'm going to do a 2-page. Not sure how those are going to go. Here, let me not put that loud one there. That flowered one was Jen Hatfield, Along the Way, and then this one is made from scratch, Echo Park. My paper pad that I'm using. So I started because I got excited. The sketch was, let me show you the sketch, is this, and I've done this. I think I've done the sketch twice already. So I wanted to kind of mess it up a little, shake it up a little, I guess. So I went with the hexagons. I was unsure if I was going to go with the hexagons. I was also thinking postage stamp. I had the smaller hexagon as well, where I could maybe do a little cluster over here. What I did end up using, though, is my Creative Memories hexagon punch. This is the one where you can put it in the middle of the page, and you can punch out in the middle if you want, which, as you can see, I did that with this. I wanted to make sure I got the flowers out of this scratch piece of paper. That's not part of the paper pad. That was just scrap. So it's a 6x8, pink paisley, Paige Evans, turn the page. And this is really good for embellishments also. If you're looking for like an embellishment pack, I wouldn't cut those out, but you could cut the cups out and use them as embellishment. These hexagons were too big. I didn't have a punch that size, so I couldn't use those. Let me see. Let's get to you could cut the birds out and use those as embellishments. All these little squares could be used as embellishments. These you could fussy cut easily. The butterflies could be fussy cut, the stars. So just to let you know, if you're running low on embellishments to put on the page, you could always use this as well. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use these. I'm going to cut these out and use these in my 3 places around my picture. This page is basically going to be about 2021 and my goals. In May of last year, I decided to exercise, eat healthy, and I was doing really good. And then in May, I had to have ankle surgery because I broke my ankle. So I got to get back on track now. And they told me 3 to 4 months before I can walk normal again, and then probably a year before I can run. So that's kind of what this page is going to be about, starting that in 2021, getting back to taking my pictures, just my 2021 goals. Then, so this is what I cut the hexagons out of. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use this as a messy mat for my picture. And I might do my picture in black and white. That's what I'm thinking, because there's a lot of color going on here. I was going to take this, as you noticed, I cut all these this way, but this one I was going to take and I was going to cut, and I was going to use it as a border to finish this. But then I found this scratch piece of paper, and I think I'm going to use my Creative Memories border punch and use this. Trim off the yellow, and then maybe do notebook punch, and then have that hanging out as fringe. I am also going to take, I think, the pink ones, I haven't decided yet, and run those through my embossing folder, circles, to give them a little texture. I may pop some of them up. I'm going to ink everything, because I always ink everything. And I'm going to use my little texture boutique. I usually take this on crops with me, so I don't have to take my big die cut. It's an embosser, but with my foot still on the mend, this one's easier to work with in my craft room. So that's what I have so far. I'll be back with the finished product, and I'll see you then. So I'm back with my final layout. This is the sketch that I was basing my layout off of. And I went with the hexagons, like I said, just because I had done the squares before. And I wanted to talk about my goals for the month. I have each month in 2021, I want to scrapbook 8 layouts, 2 cards, and one digital scrapbook page. So each month in 2021, that's what I wanted to do. So I had these extra hexagons left over. So I'm going to do a card with this sketch. I thought that that would go really well. So basically what I did is I inked my hexagons. I used my border punch, my Creative Memories border punch, like I said I would. This is a 4x6 Project Life card from Becky Higgins, and I cut off the side and I brought it down here. I cut these out and used those as some clusters. I didn't want a lot on this because, like I said, this is going to be about my 2021 goals. I have to get a picture of myself in this format that I'm going to do black and white. Right now, this is just a placeholder of a picture that I had on my desk. I typically go portrait instead of landscape with my pictures, so I'll have to do that. Very happy how this came out. On this tag, I will be writing my goals for 2021 down. All this space up here we have to breathe. This was the branding strip, which I had to cut, and so it would fit because it had some lettering on it. But all in all, this was pretty easy sketch, even cutting all these out and inking them and putting them down. I used my T-square. They went down pretty straight. I popped some up. As you can see, I popped up the little sayings as well. Loving this series. Can't wait for next week. And I think next week I am going to do a 2-pager with the Paige Evans 6x6 paper pad. Thanks again, Shannon. Doing a great job with it and enjoying it. Until next week.